first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the New Orleans Saints. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run. Cook. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, Cook. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 35 on 2nd down, Mayfield. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. First reception for him, and remember, he leads the NFL in that category here in this first month. Also has a first down. They'll run. This is Kamara. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with a tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw here. They fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And Lutz puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. From the gun, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. That's taken him around the 40. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They must get something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 43-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and the nose of the football. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Kamara. The lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. One underneath to Kamara. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. They'll run with Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
He's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not great starting field position as well.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Taken in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Back to throw here. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Past the 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This an easy one, 23-yarder. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one, it's intercepted. Ashton Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mayfield going for the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
1st down, Mayfield. He's going to get this one down to Cook, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now Baker going to keep this himself. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
To the 10-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Mayfield to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jets. From 10 yards out, and the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Throw here, hold in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Gets this to a stand-on receiver, Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Kamara in the passing game. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. Touchdown! The New Orleans Saints put 6 up on the board. Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it, and that'll make the score 31-13. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on